Grace and peace, everybody. God bless you. Listen, I'm going to make this very quick, and I hope and pray that you and your family are doing well. I'm going to sort of kind of wait just a moment for the confirmation of transmission that you're seeing this and that others are able to see it. Once we do that, I'm going to get straight to the point and just give you this. Thank you again. I can tell now that it is transmitting. Number one, 911, that to us, that means emergency. It means there's something that we need to pay immediate attention to. If you notice that in the earth right now, there's a lot happening. One of the things that is happening is in Chesapeake, Virginia, there has been a notation that has gone out for the children that they have a Satan's after school program. Did you hear what I just said? A satanic after school program. Now, I thought it was interesting that the name Chesapeake has come up recently. Where else have we seen the name Chesapeake? In the news. We have seen the name Chesapeake in the news. Why? Because remember last week, someone at a Walmart shot a manager of some sort, shot and killed some people, and if I'm not mistaken, himself. I do not think that it is a coincidence that a week ago we hear the same local area, which is a small area, and then all of a sudden we see that there is a satanic club for young people. That tells you what is moving. Some months ago, and yes, I'm going to put it on blast, some months ago, while attempting to do a international or national prayer conference to pray concerning our nation and ultimately our country, our world, in East Texas, in a little area called Lufkin, Texas, we had booked a particular presiding bishop of a large organization to come out and to, we had booked him to come out and to lead the prayer 5 days before the event. And mind you, we had a venue, accommodated 5,000, already could sense that the warfare was going on, other artists and everybody. In 5 days prior to the engagement, he canceled. Come to find out, there was no reason. Now, why was I putting that together? Because we already told everybody that in East Texas that there was something moving. We did not fully know what it was, but we could sense that there was something moving. Well, not long ago in Tyler, Texas, which I guess is less than an hour from Lufkin, is right there in the same region, they had a unbaptism. The Satanic Church of Fort Worth had a unbaptism. What is that? Almost whenever somebody says it represents reversal of a baptism, conversion, subversion. Isn't that horrible? And so now we're seeing the same organization lift its filthy head all over in different areas of the country. You and I both know that it is satanic, that it is demonic, because it's not even trying to hide. And the church world is still jumping and shouting and still hiding in the building instead of leaving out and going outdoors and dealing with the people. We're still religious. We're still hooping and hollering and not even talking to the people about what it is that we need to do. And right now, that's what we're dealing with right now. So I'm looking at here, I'm in Virginia. I'm from Virginia, and right here in Chesapeake, my sister would just tell you that I was just talking about Chesapeake even before the event. And then the next day we saw Chesapeake in the news, and now we're looking at it. It's out there again. Well, they have after school programs, a satanic after school program where they say, when I was reading it, it says they don't see Satan as an actual entity, but a more of a literary creature. See, part of the trick that the devil has pulled on people is to make people not to know or to doubt that he even exists. He wants to live incognito. He wants to live anonymously. He wants to live in secret. We know that he exists because we can see the effect of what they're doing. And with gets on my last nerve is that the church above everybody else seems to be more blind. Even the world will admit that he exists. The world will admit that something needs to happen. And those of us that are supposedly empowered to be able to change it are standing by just letting it happen without doing anything. I hate a coward. I cannot stand a coward. And right now, it looks like the so-called Church of the Living God in America looks like more so a bunch of cowards. And I tell you right here and now, we're going to speak against it. I'm speaking against it. If you're afraid, you get behind me. But it is time for us now to rise up and say, not on my watch. This is not going to happen on my watch. My children will not be confused about their gender. Yes, I said it. My children, nor my grandchildren, will not be confused about their gender. My nieces, my nephews, and all of them, they're going to know who they are, and they're not going to be confused about who God is or who the Lord is. They actually, on the flyer that my sister sent me, they actually turned Satan into a cartoon character with horns. That is to desensitize our children and grandchildren and the little ones and make them kind of embrace him. I think some of these video games are also being used to try to make people not have a problem with him, see him as almost like a fun character, a cartoon character. And they've used cartoons for a long time. You can look at some of the Disney stuff and you'll see that the devil all in that and sexually suggestive in all of that, trying to figure out where the children get these ideas from. But I don't think that it's a coincidence that in Chesapeake, Virginia, just a few days ago, we have seen a mass killing, and it's happened so often now, it's almost as if it's not even a shocking thing anymore. People are just, well, that ain't nothing. It's not a big deal anymore. It used to be if 5 people were shot at one time, that was a big deal. Not now. Why? Because it's not unusual for 25 people to be shot and killed. It is time now for the Church of the Living God to rise up. If my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven to forgive their sin and heal their land. And I believe that the adversary is giving us a clue to how and where he is moving. And we need to be alerted, sober, and be vigilant. For our adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. I believe we have the power in us to stop his agenda, to stop what he is doing. And I think right now that as we're looking at it, we need to embrace the fact that we must take action. We can no longer afford to stand by and just let this happen without doing something about it. Instead, we're too busy fighting with each other, fighting about denomination, fighting about all these things that don't mean a hill of beans. Right now, we need to be paying attention to what is happening, and we need to come together now and fight against the enemy. That's what our agenda is. That's what I'm sticking to. And I want you to know that we need you to help us fight the battles of the Lord. I'm praying for you and your families as we get ready to move forth. Amen. If the Lord leads you to, you can donate into our ministry because we are on the move for the Lord. You can go to $David Gillum Ministry, capital D, capital G, capital M. That's $David Gillum Ministry, capital D, capital G, capital M. And we're going to expand and spread the word because somebody's got to do it. So why not us? I love you all. Share this video. Make sure it goes all over the world. I love you.